after a week where Midwestern State put up 68 on you, you go up there to Commerce and hold them to 14 and really 7. They scored a few at the last drive of the game. How proud were you of your defensive effort?
Very, very proud. You know, taking a loss like that in Midwestern, you kind of second guess yourselves, and then, like, when we come back, taking it like Coach Walton gives a good example of us telling us every day, man, try to fight that feeling off, like just by playing harder every day in every practice and taking every rep hard, so you like keep that feeling far away. So like when the defense came out Saturday, it was like really, really like it felt real good to see that our guys can bounce back like that and like fight through adversity.
But the overall effort, the secondary covered the receivers well. Quarterback didn't have anywhere to throw, which then the D-line got to him and sacked him 5 or 6 times. Talking about just everybody as a whole, was everybody motivated more this week?
Most definitely everybody was. The thing, like I said, like we just tried to get that feeling off, man. Like it's tough coming, like homecoming, and like they do that to us, and like, but I mean, Midwestern's a good team, so like we just had to bounce back and like answer the questions that we had asked ourselves about, like doubting ourselves and stuff, and we had to bounce back for it.
How much do you attribute to a hard week of practice, having that kind of success on Saturdays? I know Coach pushes on pretty hard in practice. Do you think that's a big thing?
Oh, a big thing. We gotta keep like intensity up in practice, watching film, getting to know our opponents real good. Like just have a mindset of just not trying to have no more losses and still have hopes for postseason maybe. So like everybody's trying to push forward to that one.
You're a senior, so you have 3 more games, 3 more regular season games. Just what are your goals pushing forward with these 3 games remaining?
Just to finish strong. I don't want to go on a bad note. Just set the ball high for next seasons to come, and like go out with a good senior year, and like push my other teammates to have the same mindset as I do, and have a good winning record.
Yeah. I guess there's something in San Angelo Stadium. I guess Eastern came in here and got y'all, and then of course Midwestern. So I know you're probably hungry for a home win on Saturday.
We are.
Talk about some of the things it's going to take on Saturday to get that home win.
Just really our focus. Gotta stay focused. Gotta keep our intensity out of practice. Have a better week of practice than we had last week. Last week was our best practice all week for the year, and so it's just gonna be big because like Kingsville still, I think the same team as we are. Struggling a little bit, still trying to find identity. And so it's going to be a dogfight thing, because everybody's still just trying to win.
First off, congratulations, Lone Star Conference Player of the Week for special teams.
Thank you very much.
Talk about how much fun is it when you're having success on the field like you were Saturday?
Oh, it's very fun. Like, even bigger than that, winning is fun. If I did all that, came at the expense of a loss, I don't think, I really would have been too happy. But since we got a W, it felt real good.
I guess you got that first one in the first half. They took it away from you.
Yeah.
So you kind of said, I guess, well, I take this one. Talk about what you saw there on both of them, really, blocking-wise, and what you really try to do when you get the ball in your hands.
Well, first off, when I first caught the ball, I have to focus on making the first guy miss. So once I make that first guy miss, I know where my blocks are going to be, so I kind of like guide myself there. Once I got myself there, it all opened up. When it opened up, I had me and the punter. So I had to beat that guy, and I went all the way to the end zone, and then I heard a whistle. I was like, I don't know, what's that? Look back, there's trash all around. This again. The second one, I made a heads-up play. Coach Slater and me had talked about it all week about the guy slaps the ball, nothing bad can happen to us. So once he slapped the ball, I thought to myself, I was backing up. He just slapped the ball to me. So I picked it up and ran around the side that my blocks were set up to go. And made it to the end zone, luckily.
You got to be, obviously it takes a lot to return a punt. You making a heads-up play also, you're setting up the wall and the blocks. Talk about how much in practice you work on special teams and how it pays off.
Our coaches preach special teams, like even more than offense and defense, they preach special teams is like the key to winning the game. They told us at least 3 games are going to be determined by special teams. So we practice hard on special teams all week long, and we focus on the little things, like little blocks here and there. People don't understand how much, the block set up me, but a little block, someone can block their guy the wrong way, and they can, throw off the whole return. So we practice the little things, and that's what gets us going.
Paul, you almost had another return for a touchdown, but the kicker tackled you, or the punter. What happened there?
I seen it open up, and I was like, okay, it's me and the punter. I got this guy twice. He's maybe going to try something different. So I think maybe he thought I was going to cut back. So I was like, I'm going to beat him to the outside. racing down the outside, and the guy just like trips me up my back leg, and I already knew when I was going down. As I was thinking, I was just like, oh my goodness, my coach is gonna give me such a hard time for this. And let alone, I got to the sideline, and first thing my coach said, he said, look at that guy right there. He just tackled you. That's the punter. I was like, oh, okay, he got me. And then even Coach Slater came down from the press box to give me a hard time before the game was over.
I bet your teammates give you a hard time too. Huh?
All the time. I haven't stopped hearing it yet. I probably won't until I don't get tackled by the punter next time.
Much better performance this past Saturday for the whole team. Talking about just how rewarding it felt afterwards to get the win and to know that you were a big part of that.
Well, it felt good. It was been a long time since our last win. I think over a month, and I know we haven't won in October, so it felt really good to play well, and I felt we played balanced. So it wasn't just like one side of the ball did it. I felt as a team we played well together, and it was good to see that finally.
Even on offense, there's balance. Tristan had a lot of yards. Coach always says the running game will help make the quarterback more comfortable. Was that the case on Saturday?
That was. I mean, I think we had 200 yards passing, 200 yards rushing. That's as balanced as it can get. And when they run the ball, they can't, bring the house, and when we can complete the ball, which opens up the running lanes for the running back. So it really helps be balanced.
How much did that week of practice last week help you prepare for the game? You had a full week of practice, knew going in you were going to get the start. How much did that kind of mindset help you during the week?
It really helped. I mean, the more reps I could get, the better I was, and the more comfortable. And having that state of mind where knowing you're getting the start and you're the guy, and it is on the quarterback, and to get the offense going, it was a big part. And like I said last week, is getting all the reps I possibly can will make me better and the offense better.
What was the key into spreading the football around as much? I think 10 different players caught a pass from you.
I don't know if there was exactly a key. I just, read the right reads, and they ran the right routes and good routes, and that kind of contributed. And we had a good rotation going. When players got tired after, a long run or anything like that, they were taken out, and everyone stepped up and did their part. There was no letdown whatsoever.
It seemed like y'all did a good job for the most part in the game, not getting down a distance, having third and shorts. How did that kind of play a factor in not having to throw the ball down the field as far, get rid of the ball quicker, therefore you're not taking hits?
Yeah, well, that's a big deal because, when it's third and long, they can either blitz or they can drop 8 into coverage, and that makes it a little tougher. When it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, they don't know if you're going to run the ball or pass the ball, so it gives you, 2 elements to do instead of just the one in 3rd and long.
I guess going forward, good week of practice this week, I guess, is essential.
Yeah, we really have to build off last week, and we started out offensively. I know Tuesday we had a great day, and we kind of tapered off a little bit. This week we have to have 3 great days and be ready for the game Saturday, and hopefully repeat what we did this past weekend.